Hello, hello, hello. Hello. We are live. We are in color. If you're new here, my name is Cho. I go live every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And what are these live streams about? They are about whatever you want them to be. So grab a mug of tea or a glass of wine or whatever your beverage of choice might be. Get comfortable and let's chit chat about whatever you want to talk about. I don't care what you want to talk about, but let's chit chat. Let's have a conversation. Um, I hope we're all doing well. Um, Today's been a very peaceful day. I didn't get as much done as I wanted to, but I felt like the quality rest that I received was of a particularly high value. So I'm really happy I did that. We are, as people file in, I will tell you, we're going to do my skincare routine and my hair routine. I've got a lot to do. Hey, Slicer, what's going on? You're first in the chat tonight. How are you doing, Slicer? I know you meant ho. It's okay, Slicer. I know how you are. Hi, Jeremy. What's going on? Your C key is messed up? Oh, that sucks. You must not have a SteelSeries keyboard. That's your problem, Slicer. Is your keyboard by SteelSeries? Because if it's not, that's your first mistake. Sorry, it is what it is. It is what it is. Jeremy, how are you doing? How was your Saturday? What's going on? Hi, Felipe Almeida. It's working now? Okay, cool. Awesome. You had to spam C for a little bit. Liliana, hi, Liliana. How are you? What's going on, Liliana? How was your Saturday? I would love to know how your Saturday was. I'm going to get right into the skincare routine because let's not waste any time. It's pretty crazy. Why was it crazy? Hi, Joss. Viva Mexico. Awesome. What made your day crazy? You're working now? You're from Brazil? I love Brazil. I want to go to Brazil so bad. But I'm putting my delay on. Give me a second. 15 seconds. Okay. I don't know how you tell a girl that drops. I don't know. Just tell her exactly what you just told me. Okay. This is the toner that I'm using. Snail Rescue Blemish Busting Toner. I've got kind of a long routine tonight. I apologize in advance. Soft Touch AHA by Stratia. Discount code CHO to get 10% off. Oh my God, is it not? Okay, there you go. Hi, Jam. Hi, We Cook. Do I fear death? I mean, not really, I guess. I mean, sure. Like, I don't want to die. But It's inevitable, right? You know, like death is inevitable. I think everyone kind of struggles with the concept of death. Like, I totally understand that. I get that. This is Regimen Labs Azelaic Advance. This is what helps to keep acne at bay for me. I have not been using it very consistently, but when I do use it consistently, it works wonders with my skin. So, and with Regimen Lab, my discount code is ThatCho. Now, the only difference with the discount code with Regimen Lab is I don't make any money from it. Which is kind of strange. Like, what's the purpose of giving an influencer a discount code if I can't make money from it? I mean, I don't know. You know, maybe they just want to track to see what my influence is. I don't know. It's kind of strange. But anyway, I don't make money from the discount code. I make money from the Stratia ones and all my other discount codes, but not this one. You believe that no matter what lies beyond, this is the only life we will ever have? Well, you don't believe that though. What do you mean? That's kind of a contradiction. If this is the only life that lies that we have, then nothing lies ahead. Jam. This is the seafood serum. Yes, yes, Leah Bobia, you've got a good memory. This serum. So you know what? I should definitely be very honest about that too. It doesn't bother me, but I know for most people it will bother you. In fact, I would wait. The brand has reached out to me in DMs and they've told me that they are reformulating this product. So don't buy this product yet because they're reformulating it to not have the stench of a seafood boil. Okay, so don't get this product yet. It works very well. I definitely recommend it as a product that's effective. However, it smells like a kitty cat that hasn't been washed for a very long time. I'm talking about the kitty cat of the female variety, right? So I would wait. I would wait on that until I like seafood. I like fish. I like tilapia. I love a good piece of tilapia. I love a good stinky piece of tilapia. But I know that's me, that's not you. By the way, hey Leah, I can't see. This current life is the only life we have. Y'all are talking too much. Wait a second. Even if something like reincarnation is real, but the idea is one of the reasons I decided to never take my life. Youth isn't permanent. Hey, Daniel Lopez. Oh, Daniel Lopez, you're old. You used to come here all the time, Daniel. Welcome back. Where you been? Yeah, my good friend. I saw pictures of it snowing in New York. I don't work in an office, JoJo. You need to reformulate your life. I'm always reformulating my life, Gab. Hey, Warhammer. Hey, Black Lion. Hey, Melonhead. Hey, SK. Hi, Tony. Dakota Miller. Wow, that's a description. It's true. I'm sorry. I may be sponsored by this brand, but it's true. I only speak fast. When I talk about... See, the reason why I've been able to make money as an influencer, as a micro-influencer, is because I tell the truth about the shit that I use. The products that I use, I actually use them, and you guys see me use them all the time. So I really just try to be as authentic as possible when I give my recommendations to people, and even the brand. Like, I have to drag my favorite brand sometimes, and it's okay. Like, I love Regimen Lab, and I'm using this product. You see me putting it on. I put it on every fucking night. But it is what it is. It smells like a seafood crab boil. Okay? Now, a Regimen Lab product that does not have a stench is their Level Serum. Now, the Level Serum, I like to say, they call it a hyperpigmentation serum. And it touts a lot of performance as it relates to getting rid of hyperpigmentation. However, I feel, in my experience, it's just my experience, that this works best as a preventative measure against hyperpigmentation. So that's why I like it so much. I feel like I've used other products that work better at lifting hyperpigmentation and discoloration, but this is really great if you have a bout of clear skin and you don't want to have those marks. So for example, this is really great for when you have clear skin and then you get a mark. This gets rid of it really quickly. So I don't know. I don't know if that made sense or not, but if you have heavy duty scarring and discoloration, this is not the first thing I would pick up. However, once you get to a more manageable state of your skin, this is what you want to keep in your routine. It has a good concentration of tranexamic acid, niacinamide, alpha-arbutin, and it just works really synergistically together. I love it so much. It's one of my favorite serums, to be honest. Very lightweight, very lightweight. Hi, Finley Grant. When you buy food at the seafood market and it smells like fish, it's rotten. Well, that's what this smells like. Black Lion, I'm doing really well. I'm doing very well. What kind of work do you do at your job? Well, I'm a manager at a restaurant, Matthew Miller, so I handle, well, to be honest with you, I only work there part-time now. So I've worked in the food scene for 10, 12 years, for over a decade. When I was working full-time, I handled a lot of the hiring, the firing, the training, payroll, ordering of food, supplies, stock, stuff like that. I only work part-time at my traditional job now, so I have been regulated to really only handling a lot of the payroll processing and some of the financials, but I don't order food anymore. I don't hire and fire. I do some training still, but I have a much more reduced role. Now, when it comes to decision makers with the owners, I am heavily a part of those decisions, but those are far and few in between. So that's what I do at work. Have a good night, Leah Bobia. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. Hey, Jacob Norris. I've never worn a thong in my life, Crepe Master. And feel better. You only use Dr. Bronner's? As what hyperpigmentation? You're way too young to be streaming. It's not safe for underage kids online. Please get off before I report this live to the police. What? Now, I know I look young. Y'all can't say shit about my age. But I do not look underage. What are you saying, Karate Kid? Favorite album of all time? Ultraviolence by Lana Del Rey. Ultraviolence by Lana Del Rey, for sure. Okay, let's keep going. Next, we have my Retinol. This is the Retinol by Allies of Skin, my favorite skincare product. So good. It's at a higher concentration at the 0.1%, which is about, it's not the highest you can go for Retinol, but it's pretty up there. And I've been using Retinol for a couple years now, and I feel like it's really helped me to reduce the very few fine lines that I have. So it's been really nice. Hey, Chloe, I see you in the chat. My job is discreet. It's in the restaurant industry, but I think I can tell you, since no one here really cares, Yeah, you can tell me, Chloe. You work at a high-end restaurant. My restaurant's not very high-end. It's a profitable restaurant and it's a very popular one in the Columbus area. But I would not say it's high-end. It's not cheap either, though. But, you know. And then we're gonna finish off. Oh, and my code for Allies of Skin is also CHO, CHO, and that gets you 20% off. But I will always tell you guys, this is a luxury skincare brand, so these products cost usually in the $100 range, and so even with my discount code, it may not still be accessible. I highly recommend that you wait for one of their sales, and they have fantastic sales throughout the entire year, and you can use my discount code on top of those sales. So never buy anything full price from this brand, and never just use my discount code. Wait for a sale, because that's going to net you the biggest value for your money, in my opinion. At least when I buy the products, that's when I wait for sales, okay? Because it's a luxury skincare company, and I think they're worth it. Like, they're my favorite for a reason, but I'm just trying to save you. I don't want you to spend unnecessary amounts of money, okay? Okay, another product by Stratia. This is their Lipid Gold. This is a barrier boosting moisturizer that's very, very lightweight. I feel like if you have oily skin or combination skin, this moisturizer will serve as a dual purpose. It will serve as a serum and a moisturizer all together. It's very soothing. It's very calming. It really relaxes and calms down the inflammation that you might be having. It's lovely. I love it so much. It's really thin, but it's just one of those really soothing, jack of all trade type moisturizers. I think if you have dry skin like myself, then it's not going to be good enough as a standalone moisturizer. That's why I added the combination of the Right Now moisturizer and this one is enough for my dry skin. But if you're just using one moisturizer and you have dry skin, then the Lipid Gold is not going to be sufficient for you. Okay. Hi, Sean, the Great Gamer. Hi, Nevaeh. Oh, you're going to flight attendant school? That's really cool, SK. What made you want to do that? That's interesting. How old did you think I am, Douglas? You know, Michelin grade guy? Yeah, I am. I'm like the person that reviews the restaurant and rewards stars. Oh, that's so cool, Chloe. That's a really interesting job. What does the review process kind of look like? Do you, and this is probably like, you know, feel free to not answer, because some of this stuff is like probably like top secret information, of course. But what are some of the things you judge on, right? Like, what are some of the things that you look for? Do you have the opportunity to try lots of different things from the restaurant? Do you like give me a little bit of insight? I'm really intrigued. As someone that's worked in the not skincare, but in the restaurant scene for 12 years, I'm very interested in stuff like that. That's really cool. Hi, Nita Hunt. How are you, Nita? What's going on, Nita Hunt? Skin is glowing. Thank you, Sunset Pottery. It is. I wish I was hustling products like this as a youngster. Well, Douglas, I'm about my money. Absolutely. Yes, we have codes for Stratia, code show. We have, I don't make any money from this, but the code for Regimen Lab is that show, but it'll get you 20% off. And you know what? In fact, I need to negotiate with Regimen Lab. I feel like I should be getting paid for these discount codes, to be honest. But they don't have sales very often. They really don't have sales very often. So I highly recommend that if you are interested in Regimen Lab, you definitely need to use discount code, because they do not have sales very often. So that code is that show for that code. And I really want them to change my code to just Cho, because that Cho is just it's too much. I need to have an email with them. I have not spoken to them in a long time since they told me they were going to reformulate that serum. But anyway, yeah, I'm hustling products. I'm an influencer. That's what I do. But these are products I use all the time, so it's like not really a hustle. It's not like, well, fuck me. It's not like I'm being inauthentic. I put this shit on my skin every day. You guys see me do this like once a week. I show you guys the same skincare routine. Like, you know what I mean? Finally, I'm finishing off a little bit of Tacoba's Vitaglaze lip mask. Tacobo's Vitaglaze lip mask, much better than Laneige. I know all the girls talk about Laneige. Laneige sleeping mask. Laneige sleeping mask. The Laneige sleeping mask is overrated. I promise you. Now, you guys know what I always say. You guys know I'm kind of homophobic, I guess you could say. If you're a guy, do not wear this in public because it gives you a glossy lip. It gives you the DSL. It gives you a DSL. Do you guys know what DSL means, right? It means dick sucking lip. It gives you a DSL. And I feel like it's a sleeping mask, so no duh. But I know some girls wear their sleeping mask during the day because they're super hydrating, right? And they give you the more voluptuous look for your lip. But if you're a guy, if you have a penis, if you have a dick, just wear lip balm during the day, right? And you can see I have acne prone skin. I have acne. Oh my God. Ugh. You know what? Give me a second. It's intense. Do y'all know how to cook a brisket? Yeah, I can cook a brisket. If you have a smoker, put it in there for hours. Oh, that's a good idea. Oh my God, Jeremy, you got a new dog? What kind of dog did you get, and what's its name? Oh my God, Nita Hunt, aka OV Hunt. Oh my God, not Grandma Nita. Not Grandma Nita. We got Grandma Nita in the house. It's OV, and I stole my grandma's phone to tell you I'm grounded for like ever. Well, what did you do, OV? What did you do? What did you do? I know you probably did some ghetto shit, and that's why you're grounded probably. Hey Rodney, how's it going? You a baddie, love you, Cho. Wish I was there in your house. We could play hide and seek, bitch. We could play hide and seek. Hi Cleo, what's going on? Oh, consistency is, yeah. Consistency is, yeah, Chloe. Okay, so Chloe says, the most important factor is consistency. There's so many amazing restaurants, but the consistency is super important. We don't actually award stars until we have visited them multiple times. That makes sense. And arguably in the restaurant industry, that is the single most difficult thing to accomplish at a restaurant is consistency. And so it makes sense that a Michelin star would be awarded based off of the most difficult thing to achieve in a restaurant. It is consistency. Hell, it's even hard. Like it's even hard to be consistently bad. You can't even be. That's how hard it is to be consistent in the restaurant industry because you have different workers, filing in, swapping out, rotating in, rotating out. You've got different types of customers. You have different cooks. You've got different servers. It's just there's so many variables that makes it difficult to be consistent. So that's interesting. Hi Techno 15. Have a good night, Jam. Nothing. You got a new dog too? What kind of dog did you get? And what is your new dog's name? Hey, Banksy. Thanks for being here, Rodney Stoll. I got my 12th detention for cursing out my super duper homophobic teacher. No excuse. Ovi, no excuse. There's no excuse for you cussing out your teacher. There's no excuse. I don't care what he did. I don't care what he said. Gotta get together, Ovi. I don't really know the dog's breed. His name is Red. It's because my mom has joined the dog search team and they go to disasters and sniff out people covered in rubble. Oh my God, that is so that is really dramatic, Jeremy. Good for your mom. Good for your family. Leah, get her. Get her, Leah. Get her. Hi, Abigail. I love your videos and live streams. So thank you, Rodney. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate you. Not all my detentions were for cussing out my teacher. Most of it is for sleeping in class. Well, are you not sleeping at nighttime? Oh, but you're gonna get, listen, I'm trying to tell you. You're gonna fuck around and get banned from the chat. I'm telling you. You gotta get your life in order, Ovi. That's not cute. Like being in detention 12, like getting detention 12 times is not cute. That's not a good look. That's not cute. That's not funny. It's not like the vibe. It's like, it's a low vibration. You need to want better for yourself. There's no excuse to have 12 detentions. I mean, good for your parents for grounding you, to be honest. Like, and poor Grandma Nita. Grandma Nita need to get her phone back. Grandma Nita needs to get her phone back. We're doing pimple patches because I have like an acne outbreak. Ugh. See, guys, I have nice skin, but it's still acne-prone skin. You're doing well, Abigail. That's awesome. I got a miniature wiener dog, and her name is Greta, and she's 3 months old. That's so cool. Congratulations. Congrats, no reply. I think I would be a great dad, but my partner didn't want kids, so here we are. I know, you're watching my streams. That's the problem. I have never messed around with someone at work. Never in my life. Never in my life. That's so déclassé and so risky. I'm not a risk taker like that when it comes to my money. I don't take risks when it comes to my money. Okay? You're lucky the school hasn't kicked you out, to be honest. I mean, true. Daddy chose a vibe. I'd be a great dad. I'd be in OV Hunt's ass if I was her dad. Come on now. Because listen, I'm telling you, I'm the type of dad to give whoopings in 2025. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Absolutely, I am. You can call it child abuse if you want to, but I'm that type of dad. Come on now. Come on. Come on. I'm going a little extreme with the stars. Just get over it. Get over it. I have an acne outbreak. Hey John, what's going on? Nothing much. I've had a really oh fuck. I've had a really good a good day. It's been a good day. he's sleeping in my classes and my teachers don't give a fuck. Oh God. I'm being for real. If you're a troubled child, there are schools specifically for them. Listen, I know, listen, no shade. This is all true tea. But I know really rich people from the area who they send their problem children away. I mean, they legitimately send them away to like schools across the country. Telling you. Tell. And I don't agree with that sort of parenting, but it happens. Well, if you don't want to get slapped again, honey, get your shit together, Ov. I mean, seriously, get it. What is the problem? Do you not want to do well in school? Do you just not want to do well in school? What do you want out of life? What are your goals in life, Ov? Let's have a serious conversation about this because I really do think that our youth is the key to the future. Obviously, that doesn't have to even be said. Um, but your grades don't mean shit if you're in detention 12 times a semester. It doesn't mean shit. Like, no one wants to accept a student that has all these disciplinary issues, who has no recommendations. And, like, the way these schools are built up, the way they're going to become way more competitive these days, it's like you're going to need recommendations from teachers. You're going to need recommendations, not just the grades. You're going to need recommendations. And who's going to recommend someone that has 12 detentions, right? What do you want out of life? And why are you unable to put yourself in a position to strive for them? Why are you distracted by all these things happening? I just want to unpack this because I feel like we don't have these serious conversations with our youth as much as we should. And we need to be having these conversations. Like, honestly, a lot of these teenagers are committing crimes. They're, you know, getting involved in criminal activities and, indulged in behaviors that are very toxic for themselves and self harm, whether that's eating disorders, body image issues, or worse. What is going on, Ov? What is the tea? Um, the stars are fire. Thank you. Burning question, Cho. Will you take care of an aging parent who's suddenly needed full-time care? Bang. um, I don't talk about my family life very often, but Banksy, the reason I quit my full-time job and now I only work there part-time is to take care of my family who has health concerns. I'm not touching on that any more than that. Um, oh, thank you, One Skater. I appreciate you for the compliment. Um, 12 times a year is not much better than 6 times a semester, girl. Stop. Hey, Mira, how are you? What's going on? Techno 15, 100% accurate. He says, I found out before entering college that school was not for me, so I got into a trade. Maybe Ovi isn't made to learn in the traditional sense. That's so true. And so I think one of the ways to explore that is by exposing yourself to different hobbies and different avenues for success. And so, I don't want to get all involved in all these parents and the shit show that they are. in my opinion. But part of a parent's job is to place their child in a position to succeed. You know, placing them in a position where they can showcase their strengths is what they should be doing. And if Ovi doesn't have that, then it's a little bit more difficult to make those better decisions, right? Unless you really know what you want, I would go to a community college, get some work experience, get an associate's, and then transfer to a great 4 year once you know, period. Hey, awesome sauce, period. Cho, you do what you need to do to be there for your family. I do. Yes, I do. This is why you guys see me streaming in Toledo so often. Okay. Hey, Joe, hope you're having a nice Saturday night. Sup, people? Hey, Bob Smith, I'm having a great night. That's okay, Cho. I understand. In my culture, it's expected and very embarrassing to your family if you don't care for your parents. It's usually daughters that end up taking on this responsibility. I don't think it's a bad burden to carry, to be quite frank with you. The burden I have for my family is one that I am proud to carry. It's still a burden spiritually, physically, and mentally. It's definitely a burden, but it's one that I'm proud to carry because my family are the ones that provided they built the doors of opportunity that I then chose to walk through. So it's not anything to me, but I don't really talk about those specific issues personally. These are pimple patches. I think that traits are unfairly looked on. Someone who works hard and is trustworthy can end up making six figures. They often do. What are you going to do for Valentine's Day? Nothing, Chloe. I'm a big Grinch. I don't really celebrate holidays. I don't do Christmas. I don't do holidays, Chloe. And Valentine's Day, we don't really do Valentine's Day. Now sometimes we might go out to dinner like the weekend after or the weekend before. I guess today is the weekend before. Wait, when is Valentine's Day? The 14th? That's this upcoming weekend. I mean, no, we don't have anything planned. But that's just how we are. I don't know. I'm not a holiday person. You guys know this by now, right? I'm not into holidays. I don't really celebrate holidays. There's only very few holidays that I do like. New Year's being one of them, Easter being another. That's about it. That's I don't really feature a lot of the other holidays, to be quite frank with you. Carry a gat? I do. Gat means butt, right? Yeah, I do. Happy birthday, Blackpink Forever. My friend went to community college for 2.5 years, got straight A's, then got a full ride the rest of the way at Boston University. Period. Okay, so why are you in so much trouble, Ovihan? Explain that to me. What is the issue with you misbehaving in school? That one gamer, well, if it's your sister's birthday, tell her ass to come here and say hello to me. And maybe I'll wish her happy birthday. Why you up at midnight? I'm a night owl. while you got the blue stars on your head, they're pimple patches. I'm not saying happy birthday to your sister. Tell her little ass to come here if she wants to have a birthday wish. Hello. Have a good night, Leah Bobia. Feel better. Community colleges are cheaper and can get you into better schools, period. I feel you. I don't have a date for Valentine's. I'm too quirky as a person, I would say. And plus, it's hard to differentiate if people are going for my looks or personality. Well, there's nothing wrong if someone's going for your looks, Chloe. If you're a beautiful girl, you're a beautiful girl. No? Sometimes the looks will be the spark, and then that allows you to get to know each other, right? As long as you have firm boundaries when dating, it doesn't matter why people are looking to date. Like, what it doesn't matter what they're looking to date you for, right? Because you can be on guard for all the things that makes you feel like you're being exploited or taken advantage of or just used, right? Scared straight, maybe. David, I know the acne be acne. The acne happens fast. It really does happen very fast. It's really unfortunate. I'm really upset about it. But it is what it is. Okay, so we're gonna go in with a little bit of the Shea Moisture's Bond Repair Leave-In Conditioner. I love a leave-in conditioner because it is very soft. You know what? I need to start using Amazon storefronts more often. Let me at least go to it and start like a beauty Amazon storefront. I don't think I'm going to put a lot of skincare products there because I feel like buying skincare products from Amazon is kind of weird. No? Or is it? I don't know. Maybe it's not. But I need to start using Amazon storefront more because the girls use Amazon. The girls are buying from Amazon, right? So I need to just get used to doing that. Fuck it. How do I even get to my storefront? Why is it not just fucking easy to get to my storefront? So strange to me. Very, very strange to me. Oh, fuck me. Okay, wait. Let me just stay focused. Wait. I have 3 pimples. Yes, I have 3 pimples right on my forehead. Only 3 stars, not 5. Yes. Sebastian Taylor. Okay, Chloe. Leading with her looks, then trying to complain about being judged. Hi, Human. How are you? Cho, are your investments purely for retirement, or do you have some long-term goals that you hope to withdraw that money for? No, my investments are purely for retirement. And to be very specific, I want to retire early, not in like a fire type of like urgency, but I definitely do not want to wait 40 years to retire. It's not me. I want a solid 15, maybe 15 years. You know, and the way that I invest my money, you guys know that I invest my money through income stocks, or, you know, things like REITs, real estate, you know, ETFs, BDCs, which are like business development companies. What else? Covered calls, ETFs. Those types of investments are forced by the government to give out more dividends, more profit to their shareholders. They're governed by law. They have to do that. And because of that, that creates a much larger pool of cash flow for the shareholders. And like I said before, those dividends are not taxed via capital gains. That is taxed as ordinary income. So as you increase in your tax brackets, you will have a higher tax burden from those types of investments. So it's not the most optimal form of investing from a taxation perspective. That being said, if you are 65 years old, if you are actually retired, this is kind of the type of investment you want to have. You want to have cash flow. You want to have the ability to have flexibility, and you want to have cash coming in, right? You don't want to just have a nest egg that you're like taking from and it's getting smaller and smaller. You want to have something that's always generating cash. And that's my strategy now. Does that make sense, Banksy? Um, I get that, Chloe. I get that. Nothing wrong with getting your products on Amazon. Yeah, I just don't, I don't know. I just it's a social media. It's a form of influencing that I'm not used to. And as someone that knows about the rates on Amazon are so fucking low. It's crazy. And so, for example, this $100 product right here, or even like this, $30 product right here, I make more money from sending you directly to the brand than sending you to Amazon to purchase these because Amazon gives you pennies. Amazon literally gives you like 1%. It's wild. It's actually wild how low the rates are for influencers on Amazon. And I feel like in order to really make a lot of money, you've got to be a big influencer. You've got to be pushing lots of product. And you've got to be able to be pushing a lot of volume. And I'm a micro influencer. I'm a small fish. I'm not a big fish, right? And I don't really have a desire to be a big fish. And so that's why Amazon's always been a little bit outside of my reach because I don't want to gear my audience towards Amazon. I want to gear you towards shopping directly with brands because, to be quite frank with you, shopping directly with brands will get you into loyalty programs. It will actually get you to have a relationship with the brand. And I'm all about relationships. And I find that shopping directly with brands has been a much more enjoyable experience than shopping with Amazon, right? Like Amazon's very utilitarian, it's very useful, but there's no personality behind getting a shipment from Amazon, right? I can't be the only one that feels that way, am I? Okay, what would be some reasons that you would deem acceptable for withdrawing long-term investment funds? Um, to be quite honest with you, Banksy, none. There are not good reasons to withdraw your long-term investment funds unless you've already depleted through your emergency fund. So, okay, here we go. Banksy wants to get me started with this whole finance talk, but I'm the guy to talk to about it. So, you should have a high yield savings account just for emergency expenses. Maybe you lose your job, maybe you go to the hospital, maybe you get kicked out of your home. You got to go rent somewhere. Your car breaks down. You lose your job. You should have a savings account with emergency funds, right? The only time you should be taking out of your investment funds, your long-term investment funds, is if you've already depleted your emergency funds, right? And you're still having emergencies. Now, what are these emergencies? Like I just said, these are actual emergencies. No, it's not like, oh my God, Bitcoin just, had a drop by 10%. Oh my God, I gotta get on the deal. No, it's not an emergency. It's not, oh, the new BMW i7 just came out and I really just think I deserve this car. I got the investment funds. No, it's not an emergency. Like, no, like emergencies are things that you cannot foresee happening that are, quite as it's kept, traumatic. So I don't think that there are reasons to withdraw from your long-term investment funds unless it's an emergency. Because what that does is it mentally, Banksy, it chips away your fortitude and your what's the word I want to use? Your dedication towards your long-term investment goal, right? Every time you take money out of your investment account, it makes it easier to do it again and for less of a good reason. So I don't think there's any good reasons to take out of your long-term investment funds. There's not any good reason. Um, Discipline means that's the word I was looking for. Every time you take money out of your investment fund, you lose a point of discipline for the next time that you're triggered to potentially try to take anything out of it. So that's why you should never do it to begin with. Discipline means teaching our children to be accountable. We can teach them without using fear. If it's truly a situation where a child is willfully not listening, natural consequences make more sense. I want to retire when I'm young and can enjoy myself. Period. Depending on what you have for liquid, there's simple investments like index funds that can guarantee a percentage actually, and you can access them quickly. Well, that's not exactly true. So, by quickly, so first of all, the only way you can access your funds is if you sell them. You have to sell them. And depending on when you bought them, they may not even be up for the capital reduced capital gains rate of taxation. So if you sell a stock before that year has even happened, you're going to be taxed um, the highest rate possible. Furthermore, a lot of index funds only give you dividends on a quarterly basis. So there's only 4 opportunities in a year where you're going to have those index funds to return in the form of dividends, right? Now, like I said before, I invest in ETFs like income stocks, BDCs, REITs. These are covered call ETFs like I'm like, what is on my lip? I feel like there's like fucking hair on my lip. What is going on? Um. Anyway, oh my, I have tea. Oh my god, I'm getting so distracted. I have so many things I want to do. I want to drink my tea. I want to add this leave-in conditioner to my hair, and I want to answer these questions. There's always so much going on. Um. Oh, annually. Okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, you don't have to wait forever to withdraw money, Bob Smith. That's totally right. Cho looking into living life insurance policies. Everyone with money makes their generation wealth this way. No. No. No, Sebastian, no. And no. And also, that's not true. I don't think that's true. I don't think everyone makes their generational wealth from insurance policies. Um, Please start doing meth ASMR. What is meth ASMR? And I will be starting ASMR this month, by the way. I will drop the channel name once I have my first video out. But no, I disagree with that, Sebastian Taylor. Um, I think that the life, I think first of all, the insurance industry is so fucking corrupt and toxic. Let's start there. One of the most corrupt. Okay. Second of all, I always look at opportunity costs. Okay. I always look at opportunity costs. If you spend $1 somewhere, what that means is you're not spending $1 somewhere else, right? And with life insurance, you are quite literally banking on death, which no one can predict when that happens, right? And so a lot of those life insurance policies are just riddled with fees and riddled with commissions for the policymakers. I don't recommend that people um, depend on life insurance as a way of building generational wealth. Should you have a life insurance policy? Absolutely, 100%. No argument there. I've got life insurance. Listen, don't get me started. We've got plenty of life insurance policies in my orbit and my family. Okay, that's not a big deal. But that's not building us wealth today, right? In the meantime, there are other ways that I think people should be prioritizing their wealth building, and it's not through life insurance. But I'll look it up. Let me look. I could be wrong. Listen, I don't know everything. I could be wrong. You say living life insurance. I'll look it up. But these I'm just I've been around for 35 years. I know that's not a long time, but these insurance brokers are not your friends. And the insurance industry, as I would hope everyone would understand with all the news going on, they don't care about you. They really don't. Okay? Let me stop ranting. I don't want to. Let me stop. Okay, let me just move on. Hey Melody, how are you? Yeah, Shot My is so much better, Mira. I love Shot My. I love Shot My. Shot My is so superior when it comes to beauty products. So, like for me, you know what? Can I put these products on Shop My? Wait a minute. Cause hell, I might just do that. If I can, if they, wait a minute. Wait a second. Oh, they got the products up there. Okay, listen. All right. Absolutely. Anyway, I'll do that later. But let's get back to chat. Hey Josh H. I have something on my forehead. They're pimple patches. I do use Amazon as so many of my followers do. There's certain things more easily found there. It's an extra 100 to 200 a month. Yeah, that's true. Hey Jen Thibault. Your long-term investment funds increase with compound interest. It's mathematically detrimental to your retirement to pull it out early. Yes, 100%. 100%. It's almost never worth it. It's almost never worth it. That's what I mean. The things. I don't think I'll be able to retire anytime soon. I'm 35. Well, I think you can change that, human. You can change that. That's early withdrawal penalty. You will get hit with taxes when pulling out of a retirement account. Don't do it. Well, listen, also, I know this might sound a little, what's the word I want to use? Non-traditional, but I don't always max out my retirement accounts. I use a brokerage account as my retirement account because again, I have a plan of retiring at an earlier age than what the government says is retirement age. And so, yes, I do have a Roth IRA, And yes, 401ks are fantastic, especially if you can get high amounts of matches from your employer. It's basically free money. We love that. And yes, your Roth and your 401k are definitely way more tax advantage than your brokerage account. However, what those two retirement accounts don't have is flexibility to withdraw from, right? And so, yes, there are no penalties from withdrawing from a brokerage account outside of the fact of, are you withdrawing before the capital gains tax, right? So, I mostly retire. I mostly invest for retirement in a brokerage account because I'm not planning to. And I have a Roth IRA too, and I invest in that as well. But I'm not like going full throttle on the Roth IRA. I'm going full throttle on my brokerage because I invest, um, for income. Okay. Um, Insurance policies are not a way to generate generational wealth. I agree. I agree. Cho, were you a good student in school? Yes and no. I was a great student up until high school. I struggled in high school, but I did well. I ended up doing well. College, I was a terrible student. Terrible student. I was a terrible student in college because I hated myself. I had very low self-esteem. I had an eating disorder. I had mental issues. I was a liar. I was a fake. I was a fraud. I was a drunk. I did drugs. So I was a bad student. But I turned out well. um, he's a human. He can't be perfect because he's my dad. It's his first time ever being a parent. He's trying to learn and grow along the way. Well, good luck to him. Hey, Zach. So what made you into the Joker? What was your Joker arc? I don't know. So I'm from Generational Wealth. These policies pay out while you are alive and you use the key to start investing. I'm not convinced, Sebastian. I mean, no offense. I'm just not convinced. And like I said before, and again, I will look into this. I'll look into it because I'm all about building wealth, honey. I really am. But there are proven ways of building wealth that are simple, not complicated. There's no gray area. Proven ways of building generational wealth. And quite frankly, it is investing your money into the S&P 500. It's a proven way of building wealth. And it's also the most common way. Well, actually, no. Building businesses is the way of building wealth. But we're parsing words at this point. We're mincing meat. Insurance is complicated. And the reason it's complicated is because it's meant to make them money, right? But I will look into it, Sebastian. I'll definitely look into it. Hey, Jesse Cochran. My parents started mine when I was born. It was $90K a year and paid me $3 million at age 25. So wait, let me make sure I got this right. Your parents started yours when you were born. It was $90K a year. So they put in $90K a year. Sebastian. So it's not that so it's not the insurance policy that gave you generational wealth. It's your parents' income and what they did previous to the policy that gave you generational wealth. $90K a year What? Come on. So we have to be very clear and concise when we're talking about the behaviors that generate wealth. Investments generate wealth, right? Period, right? Businesses generates wealth. Investments generate wealth. Just no one became a millionaire from an insurance policy. That just doesn't happen. There was wealth before that happened, right? And so I think that's the nuance that I'm trying to express. Hopefully, I'm coming off clearly. Um, Life insurance does help to build generational wealth. Life insurance helps you to become wealthier. But I think telling someone that's poor, here's the issue I'm having with this dialogue, Chloe and Sebastian. And I'm not saying that you guys are there's nuance here. So maybe I'm speaking out of turn by saying you're wrong. But there's nuance here. Telling someone who's broke, telling someone that's broke to invest in life insurance is ridiculous. For the average American, telling them that, oh, just invest in life insurance and you're going to build generational wealth is not the solution. And I think that's where our disconnect is occurring right now. We do have payments people can get when they reach retirement age. It's called Social Security. I'm young and was wondering what you would recommend I start investing money in first. The stock market, the S&P 500 index funds, and or ETFs. ETFs are a lot cheaper than index funds, so that's what I invest in because I'm always on a budget and I'm always like super broke. So I invest in ETFs, index funds, following things that follow the S&P 500, stuff like that is like really what I focus on. And by the way, I'm not giving financial advice. I'm not licensed to give financial advice just to cover my ass. Yeah, these are all just my opinions based on my personal experience. Oh, but fuck me. Are you kidding me? You kidding me? Give me a second, guys. Wait, I gotta check my phone. Um. Oh wait. Okay. Sorry, I'm like super distracted. Cho, I might be waiting for yet another Hydson order. I need to place my order now because I have one more. You guys convinced me. I have to be honest. You guys convinced me because I was not going to purchase Latifah's Artifact Ethnique. Is that what it's called? Artifact Ethnique. I wasn't going to purchase it. I was not convinced myself. I had gotten in my head, it's the last winter fall fragrance that I want to try before making a winter purchase. But I definitely, you guys convinced me to give it a try. And I looked at some more reviews of that fragrance, and a lot of men love it. So I'm gonna purchase the sample of it. I really am. And also, Mira, I'm gonna start sharing my opinions. I want to start sharing my opinions on all the samples I've tried so far, on Shorts and TikTok, I guess. But they'll be the same videos. Instead of acting scared and crying when he does those things, I actually act happy and non-bothered to try to make him feel weak and give him attitude until he gives up. Oh God, what a mess this is. Trump making life better. I don't know about that. It's been a couple weeks, honey. I won't harp on and on. I just said that there's so much research showing hitting is detrimental to kids. It doesn't teach them anything. I just hope you know you don't deserve to be hit. The best way to still create generational wealth has to be real estate. To be fair, my family has an unfair advantage when it came to that in Austria. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, real estate, like creating a business is how you really generate a lot of income and wealth. Ownership is what creates wealth. Not just large lumps of cash, but ownership. Because ownership typically generates cash. You want things that generates cash. Investments are what generates cash. Um, yeah, because a lot of people don't make 90K. Well, 90K to invest, mind you. That 90K was not what they made in totality. That was 90K they put into an investment. Ciao. Stop. Um, Maybe, Bob. Sebastian might be a tiny bit out of touch with the average person. I think maybe, perhaps. But he definitely means well, for sure. And we appreciate all the knowledge that we get from our rich friends here in the Yapper community. We love it. Hello, Molly Hope from Russia. Who is winning Super Bowl? I don't even know who's playing in the Super Bowl. Um, your parents already had money if somebody was able to pay 90K a year for insurance on a child. I'm telling you. I mean, the wealth was built somewhere else. The wealth was not built off the backs of insurance. I can guarantee you that. I guarantee it. Um, I mean, yes, 90K will make you a millionaire automatically. Just put in that aside. Yes, in 12 years, period. If you're poor and struggling, insurance money just helps pay for funeral costs and makes up for not having that income from the person who died. It keeps a death from devastating you financially. Yes, accurate. Oh, that was Kendra. I know it was one of you two. But I do think you trying to straight up gourmand was all with all the sweetness had you questioning it. It did. I'm new to this whole thing, Mira. It really did have me because listen, I tried the Happy Dust by Narcotica and I was like, oh my God. I kept getting whiffs of myself. And I'm like, oh my God, I smell delicious, honey. Like like, oh my God, I smell like a woman in her 40s, a rich woman in her 40s with a fur jacket on, a white fur jacket, eating white chocolate. That's what I smelled like wearing Happy Dust. Do you know what I mean? And it was just like, I didn't want to feel like a woman. I didn't like the feeling. Like, I know I have the personality of an old, rich white woman sometimes, but I don't want to smell like one. Do you know what I mean? So it did have me questioning everything. It really did have me questioning everything. It had me thinking, what do I want? Any sweetness in my perfumes? Like I don't want to smell like that. Like I don't know. It was I don't know. It sent me into a tailspin of emotions. It really did, Mira. It really did. It did. But I'm gonna place the order probably tonight. To be frank with you, probably tonight I'll place that order on Hikesen. Yeah, Mira, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do the high stitched. Yeah, these are my pimple patches. I've got pimples. Having capital and equity creates wealth. Many people don't have that going for it. It's actually very simple. I mean, how to create wealth is a very simple concept. How to achieve it in real life is the difficult part, right? It's simple to build wealth. Building wealth literally means owning something that generates cash, right? That is how you generate wealth the most effectively. Now, yes, you can work a job that gives you, like doctors, once they get out of fucking debt, it's a whole nother story. But like you can have jobs that like generates a lot of income, but still that income has to then be put towards things that generates wealth, such as investments. That's the blueprint of how to generate wealth. That's the only way you can generate wealth is by investing in things that creates income for you without you having to clock in. That's it. Um, the means to getting to that is the more difficult part. Also, historically, people who are poor and struggling who get an unexpected windfall, it doesn't turn into generational wealth. It's gone quick. Yes, it's different for people who are already rich. So, for example, Chloe and Sebastian, already have massive amounts of wealth, which is great. I love that for them. But them receiving an insurance check is a much different story than the typical average person receiving an insurance check. Them being able to even pay into the insurance is, there's a difference there. And I would argue and I would say that it is more important to invest in a brokerage account than an insurance account. That's just me. Depending on your insurance policy, I mean, it depends, but if you are doing things step by step by step by step by step, I still believe that a regular brokerage account is more important to invest in than an insurance policy. That's just my personal opinion. You should do all. And again, this is not either this or that. It's not that type of conversation. But we've got to add the proper nuance and context to these discussions. Like who we're talking about. We're talking about someone like Cho, like me. We're talking about someone like Chloe Beaumont or Sebastian Taylor. Or we're talking about the person that, can barely rub two pennies together, right? Personal finance is only 20% math. I have to say this often. Personal finance is only 20% math. It's 80% personal. Okay? Eating white chocolate specifically, yes. It allows opportunity for people to take risk and invest in many ways, yes. Molly says you're very charismatic. Well, thank you. Hey, James Robertson. I know you're definitely not one to be tripped up by whether something is masculine or feminine, but some of these gourmands are just very girly. I was wondering how Happy Dust would go. Yeah, I just didn't. It just made me feel like a girl, and I have a dick. Despite what people may think, I have man parts. I don't want to smell like a female. So Happy Dust, it smelled heavenly and I smelled good, but that's just not the way I want to smell. I don't want that to be the perception as I walk by someone. I don't want that for me. So yeah, Happy Dust I'm glad I got it. I am really glad that I got it because now I know what I don't want in terms of the scent profile. Um, it's definitely one that I think I would recommend to a lot of people as well, a lot of females. And lastly, I also was never going to get it because it costs like $250. And I'm not in that tax bracket yet. I'm approaching it, but I'm not there yet. I'm just not there where I can afford a $250 bottle. Now I can afford a $199 bottle post taxes, but once I hit that two, I'm out. I'm out of the game. I'm out of the game. I'm out of the game. So I'm very excited to see how the Latifa artifact ethnique will smell. Am I saying that artifact? Is it artifact? I forget what it's called. But I am looking forward to it because it's a gourmand, but it seems like there's a lot more men that view it as unisex than Happy Dust. So we'll see. Yeah, being able to go to middle school and take 10 years to get your degree and not working full time is a huge privilege, period. Congratulations, Stitch, on your physical recovery. That's awesome. I'm glad that you're recovering. In another life, I would have been a doctor. I have the drive and have the intelligence, but 100 hours, weeks as a resident, or not being able to work in med school, not happening as a single parent. It's tough. It's definitely tough, Mira. Definitely tough. Yeah, and Chloe and Sebastian are very kind, nice people. We love that. We love wealthy people. What is up with by the way, what is up with people hating people that are rich? That is just so low vibrational to me. It screams jealousy, to be honest. It screams jealousy. It screams insecurity. That's something we've seen a lot of the last, 15 years. People just really hate rich people. It's so strange to me. Um Yes, it's not a waste at all. Super helpful in learning more about what you like. Oh my god, I have tea, guys. I have tea. Okay, so for today's tea, um, I have a question for you guys, by the way. I'm never gonna wait, I'm gonna do the tea first. Tea first. So today's tea is a cherry tea. So it's cherry. I just used a little bit of turbinado brown sugar, cane sugar. Yeah, I think that is it turbinado? I think I did. Yeah, turbinado cane sugar, cherry. So the package said that it's like a black cherry, so it has hibiscus, a little bit of rose hip, actually, cherry flavors. So we're very excited for this. Okay. Okay, I like to pump it a little bit because the sugar, get it mixed in. Okay, let's see. I like the red color. I'm so happy. Oh. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. I love that so much. So good. Um, you feel my chakras? You thought you were subscribed to me, but you weren't? Well, thank you. Welcome to the Yapper community, Bob Smith. Thank you so much. Honestly, even when I'm making RN money, I don't see myself making these absurdly expensive perfumes or bags. Not worth it. We had a huge debate in this stream with my good Judy Jen. You guys all know Jen. Her and I love to argue on this internet. We on Al Gore's internet, we love to argue and bitch and complain against each other. But yes, we had the huge debate, and she's definitely on your side of the argument, Mira. I love luxury sometimes because as a consumer, it's not really just a product, and this whole myth about more expensive meaning higher quality is simply that. It's a myth. It's not always true. In fact, some of the more luxury brands that you can find out there, it's really mostly about marketing and storytelling. But for me, as a consumer, that's important to me. It's like the story is important. The the mythicism and the lore behind a brand is actually very important to me. That's why, despite not being not, I have never bought anything from Hermes, but I know so much about the brand and the lore that I'm a fan of Hermes without ever buying a piece of shit from them, right? Because I'm not at that tax bracket yet, right? So I do think there's value in expensive, absurdly expensive products if you have the means to afford it, right? There's some value to that. There's an element of it being a collector's item, right? Collector's items, no matter what the price, are valuable to a lot of consumers out there, right? So yeah, I get people from your perspective who say, no, they're not worth it at all. They're a waste of money. I totally get that. But I also understand from other people's perspective how they can see the value in some of these collector's items, um, for one reason or another. Maybe it is the quality, maybe it's the quality, maybe it's the allure, maybe it's the lure of the brand, the marketing of the brand. But I think there is tangible value and all of those different aspects and how products can bring happiness to people. Might be a little bit more on the superficial side, but happiness is happiness, no? So, yeah. Um, but you know what, Mira? What we'll do is you're going to become an RN. I'm going to become a rich influencer. I don't want to become a famous. Listen, I don't want to be famous. To be quite honest with you, I don't want to be famous, but I do want to be rich. Like, so once I can become a rich influencer, Mira, I'm going to buy you. I'll be the person to buy you the expensive perfumes and the expensive bags. Like I'll be that person that does it for you. That way you don't got to do it. I'll just do it. How about that? Deal? Deal? I think we can shake on that, right? I pinky promise, hope to die. Stick 1,000 needles in my eye. That's what I'll do. Okay? Okay. Glad we got that settled. Oh, this is a black cherry tea. It's brown sugar, yes. It's like brown sugar, yes. I love tea. I drink tea all the time. Yes, Banksy with the tea mode. Yes, I love tea. My step counter got 400 steps to yesterday. Oh, but that's good. You're getting back together. Sorry, my villain laugh just comes out sometimes. I just get so tickled by my tea. Like just the I tea is my livelihood. Like tea is my life force. It's my lifeblood. My life is run off of tea. I love it so much. I really do. I don't have that type of tea tonight, y'all. I really. Oh, I do have some tea. I do have a little bit of tea. Okay, the tea is. I'm thinking about starting a Discord channel. How do we feel? Be honest. Be honest. How do we feel about starting a Discord channel for the community? And once I get some feedback, I'm gonna tell you guys all of my reservations and also all of the reasons why I think I should start one anyway. But I want to hear I want to hear your thoughts first before I give you my thoughts. You like cherry things too, Banksy? Nice. Yeah, you don't care about the logos. I get that. I get that. Oh, I almost spilled. Oh my God. Okay, chill, stop. I almost spilled this tea all over my desk. I would have screamed. Oh my. I would have actually screamed. Consumers are brainwashed into thinking you need to buy. Yes, they. Oh, totally, 100% they are. They're totally brainwashed. That's not even a maybe or an almost. They are definitely brainwashed. Yes, yes, good point, Chloe. They don't buy it just for the product or even the storytelling. They buy it for the power move or the state authority. So we talked about this last time, Chloe, and I'm glad Chloe was like really nice because she was like very nuanced in her approach to generalized disagreement about buying luxury from Hermes. But there's this huge component, and whether you like it or not, whether you subscribe to it or not, there's a very real thing when it comes to showing off your wealth and showing off your class. Let's be real. Let's be real about it. People who buy Hermes products for the brand are not looking to get compliments from a broke bitch like me. They're not trying to get noticed by someone like me, right? I'm not of that wealth class. They are buying Hermes because if you know, you know. The people of their elite class, if they know that you're wearing Hermes, they're gonna clock it. They're gonna see that you're wearing it and like, oh my god. So there's like this mind game that's happening where you're trying to be noticed by other wealthy people. And this is why luxury products are so, in some ways, toxic for the middle class and the lower class because you've got these people that can't afford luxury products foregoing rent or putting their rent checks in danger in order to afford luxury in the hopes of being noticed by other rich people. So you know what I mean? This is why in influencer culture you see a lot of influencers pretend to be rich when they're not. This whole luxury lifestyle is something that people um try to make others envious of, or people want to be rich, people want to strive to have that generational income and wealth. And so by showing it off, it's almost like they attach, in a way, and people don't always do this intentionally, but in a way, in society, I feel like having wealth sometimes is misconstrued as having moral superiority, and it's not. Being wealthy doesn't make, and it's so funny that I say that because I just got done saying how, like, in the last 15 years we have vilified rich people, and it's such a cognitive dissonance for both of those things to be true, but it's true. I think that on some level we do revere people, or no, we revere the idea of wealth. Yet we also vilify people for being wealthy because we assume they didn't deserve it. They didn't get it through deserving. They got it from their mother and their fathers, or they scammed the bitch for it. So we have all these preconceived ideas about how people gain their wealth. But on the other hand, we revere wealth, and it's something to strive towards, right? The American dream, right? It's a really interesting discussion. Um, it's interesting. Anyway, um, Helen Keller is the opposite. I want the cheapest possible that I can get that actually works moderately. I don't drink Arizona tea or energy teas. I don't do that. You love the idea for a Discord channel? I support Discord channel as long as there's no bots wanting my information. Faith, not for me, but I think it would be successful. Human, yes, make a Discord channel. I refuse to join Discord. I feel like I'm getting old because not another newfangled app. Well, it's kind of funny you say that, Mira, because I'm the same way, except I'm a gamer. So like Discord's not a newfangled app for me. For gamers, Discord is the app. Like Gamers don't even have fucking Instagram. Gamers don't have Instagram. Gamers don't have, like, gamers don't have social media like that, right? They don't even have fucking Facebook. Like, gamers have Discord. So as a gamer, when I was a Twitch streamer, that was my main way of advertising and building my community through my Discord channel. That was the way I built my community and became a successful affiliate of Twitch. It was not through any social media but Discord, because Discord is such the backbone of the gaming community in terms of social media. So, I feel like, even though I have not started my gaming channel yet, I feel as though when I do start it, it will be imperative for me to have Discord again. And I have a Discord channel, by the way. And for those that have joined my Patreon community, you get invite to my Discord channel. However, I think I want to start a new Discord channel. And and the reason why, I'm gonna say this. I'll be quite frank with you. The reason why I want to start a new channel is because there's just so much debauchery in my old Discord channel that I know, and I'm planning to make it a public. Like, I think I'm planning to make it public. I think I'm planning to make it public. It will be a public channel. However, the previous channel was there's just so much history there, and I was so much younger, and I just feel like you cunts are gonna be like, oh my god, let's cancel Cho for what he said 10 years ago. You know what I mean? And I just don't want the problem. I don't, like, I have no problem owning anything that I say. You guys know I say the most fuck shit stuff on this channel. And I don't give a fuck. Cancel me. Because at the end of the day, all my needs are being met in life. So, I mean, cancel me if you want to, whatever. But I don't even want to invite the drama, right? How many people are currently in my Discord channel now? I think I just want to make a new channel. That's what I want to do. My previous channel was specifically for my Twitch days, and I was really relatively big on Twitch. But, as a small time creator, I was kind of big in my community. But I think I just want to start a brand new Discord for my YouTube community. And let's read some more comments first before I keep getting on. Rich and not famous. Yes, that's what I want. I do not want to be famous. Faith says fashion means a lot of different things to different consumers. So all of this is true and then some. I like brands for aesthetic, environmental impact, awareness, and functionality, sturdiness. I get that. I hear you, Bob. Simple life. Hey, Paulina. I can't relate to any of that world. Sebastian is old money rich and Chloe's a little princess. Well, yeah, I mean, it happens. All my VR friends are on Discord. Helen Keller says all I have is Discord and YouTube. Yeah. Period. So yeah, I think I want to start a new Discord channel. And also, when I started off as a Twitch streamer, I wasn't always the most protective of my personal information. And there is, probably a little bit more personal information in my current Discord channel than I would like to have public, to be quite frank with you. And so, I think instead of, like, I don't want to scrub my Discord because there's so many memories, and so there's just so much there that I want to always have access to. but I'm thinking I do want to create a new Discord channel for the community. Now I do have some concerns. Have lots of concerns. Now, I am a free speech proponent, and you guys know this. However, I really don't want toxicity in Discord. And my Discord used to be sometimes it used to be fucking toxic, right? And I don't really want that. And so I have to think about how I'm going to encourage um, productive conversations. I feel like we have gotten into we get into the mud in this stream. We get into the mud in this stream, and that's okay. But I feel like we're always able to pull out of it and get value out of the conversation. Discord is a little bit more of a wild beast because it's 24/7. It's going on 24/7, right? So I have to think really carefully about how I want to proceed with the potential Discord. The other issue I have with Discord is I did hear that YouTube was coming up with their own Discord. And I kind of had this idea of keeping everything in-house on YouTube and waiting until they came up with theirs. However, then again, I thought about I don't want to also put all my eggs in one basket, and Discord is my thing. And so maybe it is worthwhile to have a separate Discord, separate from the YouTube's version of Discord. They have the Discord out for some partners on YouTube. I don't have access to it yet, unfortunately. But those are some of my thoughts. This is more behind the scenes information. I should really be talking about this in members only chat, but anyway. Yeah, Chloe, Discord can be very weird. I think people can get really crazy on Discord. And my only fear is I won't be around 24/7 to steer us in the right direction when things are getting wild and crazy. I don't want to censor people. I want people to feel comfortable exercising their freedom of speech, even if that speech is less than satisfactory. I want people to be able to express themselves. But I don't want a lot of toxicity because a lot of that toxicity, and really it's spam. At a certain point, it does become spam, right? So I don't want the spam to be happening in the Discord channel. So I don't know. I just want more thoughts. I want thoughts from you guys on whether this is something I should invest in or not. Would you guys use it? Mm. See you, Mira. I'll be messaging the fragrance chat on Instagram pretty soon because I have thoughts about Versace Eros. That's what I wore today, and I have a full like little review for Versace's Eros Eau de Toilette. I have thoughts. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I feel like it's not very well. I'll tell you. I won't bore the chat, but maybe I will. I don't care. Um, Versace Eros is a very popular fragrance, right? Especially for men, especially in bigger cities. It is invigorating. It is exciting. It is eye catching. It is show stopping. When you walk into a room with Eros, people notice you. It is seductive as well, as the name Eros might suggest. Um, but it's a little bit loud for me. I feel like Versace Eros is something you can wear year round. You can wear it year round. However, it's one of those scents that I would only wear to an important event, a date night, a charity event, like a special occasion, going out to the club. You know, I think those are the only times I would wear it. It's not one of those scents that's like daytime wear. For me, like I'm not going to Sam's Club in my Versace Eros. I'm not doing that. That's not the vibe that I'm trying to look for. I need to just, I need to apply this, guys, because I keep saying I'm going to do it. I'm not. This is the, so that's my little review on Versace Eros. Love it so much, and it's still going to be a contender for a signature scent, but it's not as versatile as I would like it to be. So I'm going to put it on the back burner for now. So the leave-in conditioner that I use is by Shea Moisture. It is their Bond Repair leave-in conditioner. I love it so much. It keeps my hair very hydrated. And I don't really need much of it. Follow your passion. If you got inspiration, I say run with it. Well, I just like that. I mean, I've used Discord before. I know my way around Discord. I mean, it's changed a lot in the last several years, so it has changed, and there will be somewhat of a learning curve again. But I know the power of Discord and how you can really stay connected to your community through Discord. And you guys know that's what I'm all about, is staying connected with you guys. And I think Discord would be a really good way to do that. But I am concerned about, my position of making it a free speech platform and what that means, and, disagreements happening and me not being there to steer them in a productive way. I'm a little bit reticent about that. To be quite frank with you. So it's just something I have to think about. You know, you can name the Discord group The Chosen Ones. I love that. I love that. I love that tech. I love that so much. I would use it. I think it would make the watch with me easy too, if you still plan on doing it. Yes, it would. It would. It actually would. Do you? Yeah. Which, by the way, I need to decide on what we're watching, because we're gonna start that like next Sunday, I think. Do you use Simper? I don't use Simper. So one of my online besties that you just saw, Mira, who was in the chat, Skincare by Mira, Skin Science by Mira, she bought me. I'm gonna go get them. Oh my god, wait. Okay, stop. Okay. Okay. Here we go. So Mira is a huge fan of Middle Eastern fragrances. And so for my birthday this year, she got me all of these fragrances. Things like Latifah's Antiquities 1886, Latifah's Liam Gray, which I love, Fragrance World's Ace of Spades. And so she's been trying to get me into fragrances for a long time, because as someone that's worked in the restaurant industry for like 12 years, I don't wear fragrance. But now that I've basically quit my job and I only work part-time, I'm able to wear fragrance now. And so, I'm also on a budget and I'm broke, all this shit. Anyway, she bought me all of those samples to try. She's so fucking thoughtful. Oh my god. But anyway, so she got me into it. And so now I'm into fragrances. I have a Notion spreadsheet. I want to have 2 fragrances for each season, and I want to have 4 signature scents. I mean, it's a nightmare. I'm a nightmare now. I'm obsessed. And so I made my first purchase with Scent Split, and this is where I get a lot of the designer fragrances that I want to try. I am still waiting for another package to get here for more Middle Eastern scents, because they are a lot cheaper and they smell just as good as the expensive ones. But anyway, I'm going through a whole thing about becoming a fragrance head. Now, I'm not trying to build a huge collection. I will have no more than 10 fragrances, most likely, 10 at the very most. Um, I'm not going to be someone that has like 30 different bottles, because where am I going to put that shit, right? But I do want to have a a collection. And that will be, I'll be getting that collection throughout the next 2 years. Because I'm pretty meticulous in how I'm picking my fragrances. But no, I don't use Scentbird. I got Dior Sauvage, and I've gotten compliments, but it's a bit too present for me, I think. Okay, so you need to try Dylan Blue by Versace. Dylan Blue by Versace is a little bit more understated than Dior Sauvage, from what I've heard. I've never smelled Dior Sauvage, but this is just what I've heard from the girls in the fragrance community. Wait a second, pour some more tea. And so, if you want something more understated and more, less projection, less loud, better for all events, I feel like Dylan Blue by Versace is one of those fragrances that you can wear at literally any occasion. Name an occasion, you can wear Dylan Blue. And I don't think you can say the same for Dior Sauvage. I don't think you can say the same. Do you live in a house or apartment or condominium? I live in a house. A big house, by the way. It's like almost 3,000 square feet. I live in an old home. My house was built in 1906, 1905. I have had long hair, Paulina. If you go follow my Instagram, you'll see Instagram photos of me from when I was younger, when I was 18, 17. I had very long hair. Do you have a P.O. box so people can send you things? So technically, yes, I do, but I don't publicize it, Tech. If you want to send me something, I recommend that you email me. It's just not something I'm ready to publicize. So if you want to send me something or you want me to try something, then yeah, definitely reach out to me in a DM, either here on Instagram or Twitter or TikTok, or just email me. My contact information is always in the description box of my videos, not really the live streams. I've got to do better about description boxes in my live streams. I just don't do anything with the live streams. But in my videos and my vlogs, definitely go to the description box. They're always laid out with details on how to contact me. How much were all the perfumes from that company? Well, the Middle Eastern brands, their full bottles don't go for more than $80 typically. And that's on the very, very high end. Like, for example, Latifah's Liam Gray, which is a clone of BDK's Grease Charnel, is like 20 bucks for a full bottle, with $20. And it's better than what it's trying to clone. That, I think that bottle costs like $200, the BDK's Grease Charnel. So yeah, you can find some really amazing dupes from Middle Eastern brands like Latifah. Yeah. I get what you're saying, Bob. The Dior is a little bit too much look at me. And the reason why is because the Dior Sauvage has a much larger projection. So when you walk into a room, it's going to assault people in that room. Dylan Blue, it's not like that. It lasts a long time, but it's not going to increase your aura by that much. You will make your presence known, but not in an abrasive way like with Dior's. Yeah, they're really cheap. They're very cheap, Paulina. Look into Latifah. Look into Latifah. Let me write it in the chat. Um, and yeah, Bob Smith, look into Versace's Dylan Blue. It's very similar to Dior Sauvage and at a similar price point. You're not going to pay more than $50 for a bottle of Versace's Dylan Blue. It's been out for a very long time. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with a little bit of Shea Moistures for men with their Wave Pomade. You guys know I had to start over with the whole waves thing. I'm starting over. Be patient with me, please. And so I'm gonna use a little bit of their pomade. That essentially helps your hair um, to stay put, essentially, to style it in a way. And obviously the style I'm going for is I'm trying to lay my hair down in waves. So the pomade is gonna help to do that. Now the reason I put a conditioner in before I'm applying this is because pomades don't really add a lot of moisture, right? It serves as an occlusive, so it traps everything and kind of binds everything, but it doesn't really hydrate and moisturize the way that a conditioner would. So that's why I have the leave-in conditioner first and then the pomade on top to kind of smooth everything down and keep it in place. Oh, okay, so Bob Smith, what you need to do, um, let me look it up. Let me look it up for free real quick. Let me see. Oh, fuck you. Oops, sorry. Dylan Blue. Yeah, so, yeah. You need to go to Joma Shop. Get them, yeah, so no. Unless you are looking to establish a relationship with the brand. So, for example, I really love Hermes, Terre de Hermes. And yes, I can get, if I decide to purchase that as a bottle in my collection, if I decide to go with one of the designer companies for fragrance, I would consider purchasing from that brand only if you want to purchase other things from that brand. And you may or may not know this, but with Hermes, it's all about your relationship with the brand and your sales associate. And so I would actually go in to Hermes to buy that fragrance instead of buying it discounted somewhere else. But if you don't really care about that shit, then just buy from Joma Shop. Yeah, look up Joma Shop and then Google. That's a very very reputable um, company for buying fragrance. Okay, so this is the pomade. It's very very thick. We're going to I'm gonna put it in here and warm it up a little bit. And yeah, Paulina, definitely look into Latifa. And by the way, you will start to see fragrance reviews on my channel for sure. So, and as you can see, Matthew Richardson, the stars are pimple patches. Oh, you got all the hookups. I'm jealous, Bob. That's iconic. That's really iconic, actually. Lucky you. That's awesome. So, I think maybe we're going to start a Discord channel. I kind of like the idea of that, right? I kind of like that idea a lot, starting the Discord channel. Okay. But guys, I think I'm going to end the stream. I think I'm going to end the stream because I feel like I want to do some stuff. I want to do something before I go to bed. It's like 1:30. I have more fragrances that I knew what to do with. Also got to meet Katy Perry, Gaga, and not meet Beyonce, Jay-Z, but was in the same room as them. Oh, that's so cool, Bob. That's really cool. That's kind of iconic. That's really iconic, actually. What a cool experience. To meet Lady Gaga would be really interesting. Well, guys, I'm going to get going. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate your time. Thank you for the discussions tonight. I felt like we had some really great discussions, and I got to answer some really great questions. Hopefully, you guys have checked out my latest vlog. I teach you guys how to cook curry. I did a creamy coconut curry with chickpea, and it's a really adaptable recipe that's versatile. You can add chicken to it, shrimp, salmon, whatever you want, and it's all done within 30 to 45 minutes, depending on what type of protein you use. So, also in that same video, I showcased my overnight oats recipe, and I literally tried at least 7 different iterations of overnight oats, and I finally found the one that's perfect for me. So check that out. Yeah, check that out. Yeah, it's really good, really easy. So yeah, thanks so much, guys, and I will be back live tomorrow at 11:30 p.m. Eastern time zone. Okay. Not the T, not her management being cunt. Not that, Bob Smith. And Techno, if you watch the video, leave a comment. Leave a comment that helps me out tremendously. Okay, guys, have a good night, and I'll talk to you guys soon.